This is Memorial Stadium and Owen Field on the campus of the University of Oklahoma in Norman. The University of North Texas Eagles meet a third Big 8 team in 4 weeks. Perennial power, the Oklahoma Sooners. Hello again, everybody. I'm Merle Harmon to call the play-by-play and to analyze the action is Gil Brandt. Well, Gil, the Eagles are coming off that dramatic win over Oregon State of the Pac-10, and that win should be a real confidence builder for them as they go through this tough schedule.
Well, Merle, we both watched a lot of games, and when you score 2 touchdowns and you score one in the last minute and 10 seconds with only one timeout driving 70 yards, that's a great drive, and I think it's going to be a great thing for the season for the Eagles.
Okay, who are the featured players that we look for today?
I think we have to look at Troy Redwine, number 24, wide receiver, who caught 3 touchdown passes last week against the Oregon State Beavers, and is really a big play type of player. On defense, I think we have to look at Brent Renfro, number 43, a linebacker. He's a very, very solid football player, made 13 tackles last week against Oregon State, had a great game.
And how about the Sooners?
Well, I think we need to look at number 25, a young man that they call Lightning, James Allen, a tailback, who has got great potential. He can catch the ball coming out of the backfield. Scored 95 touchdowns in high school.
Wow.
And number 57, Cedric Jones, is a rush type of a defensive end who has a lot of sacks. He had 3 sacks against SMU last week. He had 13 sacks last year in the Big 8, which is the Big 8 record. You've got to be able to block him and make the offense go.
It's the Eagles and the Sooners from Norman, Oklahoma, and we'll return to Owen Field right after these messages. On to the sideline for a Gatorade report from Ed Budanero. Ed?
Thank you very much, Merle. Gil, you know, when you make the move to Division 1A, everything's bigger, better, and faster. The field's faster, the teams are bigger and better. But one thing for sure, when you're in Oklahoma, the fans are just less than 5 feet away. So the problem's going to be for the University of North Texas player to get acclimated to this. And they say that's no problem, especially if you have some familiar smiling faces right here with you. Merle, back to you.
All right, Ed. Well, Gil, as we get ready to kick off here, let's talk about some keys to the game.
Well, I think that the number one key is you've got to make something happen on first down so you don't have a 3rd and long situation coming up. The second thing, you've got to have some field position from the kicking game, as we did last week. If you can do that, then you have a chance to make it a very, very interesting ball game. Against Oklahoma, Oklahoma's going to try to fine-tune their passing game because they realize going into the Big 8 they have to be able to throw better. They're going to have to be able to force turnovers, which they haven't really done this season, and I think they have to score first so they can control the game.
Okay, those are the Village Ford keys to the game. Matt Simon and his crew on the sideline, ready to go, and another battle against a major college force, and that would be the Oklahoma Sooners, who are 10th ranked nationally. And, of course, UNT with a victory over Oregon State of the Pac-10 last week. Very much encouraged. That's Howard Schnellenberger, the new head coach at Oklahoma, but not a new head coach because he built the Miami program, he built the Louisville program, and now he is here in Norman to resurrect the Oklahoma program. About 65,000 here at Memorial Stadium this afternoon. It's sort of a dual name, if you will. It's Memorial Stadium and Owen Field. The temperature, 59 degrees. The wind out of the southeast, about 12 miles an hour. It's a very comfortable football afternoon. It's on 20-yard line as Eric Moore comes in to quarterback the Sooners. He is out of Dallas Carter High School. This is what he has done this year. 251 yards, 18 out of 40. He will be supported with backs and receivers of great quality. In fact, there's another Moore in the backfield, Gerald Moore. Jawan Penny is a wideout, can really fly. P.J. Mills, also a lot of speed. This team is built on speed. And the offensive line up there for J.R. Conrad on that right side, along with Joe Corallo. As Eric Moore goes to the air, going for the bomb on the first pitch, and it's shot all the way down to the 37-yard line of the University of North Texas by P.J. Mills, number 4, the junior out of Portsmouth, Virginia.
And breaks it off to the inside. They get very, very good pass protection here, and he has all day to throw the ball, and he throws it into the middle. He's got single coverage on the corner there, and it's a big 43-yard pass.
Of the Eagles, Sooners in possession. They go to the run with Gerald Moore, number 7. He tries to cut back and is going to be thrown for a loss at about the 39-yard line by the Eagles. And it was Wright, who gave up that big pass, who came up with a big tackle. On the front, Philip Armour, a freshman who is really coming on. Shane McLaughlin, the senior and a very experienced guy. And, of course, Willis Hudson, outstanding. Brett Renfro, great week last week. Those are the linebackers. And the defensive backs. Walker will be the veteran back there. Eric Allen going up the middle. It is intercepted about the 24-yard line and going to be brought back to the 35-yard line. The interception made, I think, by, let me double check here. It was Mosey Gibson.
And the corner plays it very well. He looks right at the receiver. The corner, it's actually throwing behind him is what happened. Now, Merle, here's a place where I think you start off with a passing play. You come
back for UNT. He will go to the air, throws a quick pass into Brian Smith. Just a little bit of a slant at the 45-yard line, brought down by Malin Wesley to about the 45-yard line. Jason Mills, the quarterback, the sophomore from Denton. There are the numbers on him. 5 touchdowns, 10 interceptions so far this year. Just a sophomore. The backs and receivers, Harrison will be very busy. And, of course, Troy Redwine, 3 touchdowns a week ago. This is the offensive line. Jeff Bowles doing a fine job anchoring the line at center with the defensive front four. And Cedric Jones, you'll see a lot of him today, number 57, outstanding player. The linebackers are very quick. In fact, they really go to the hole in a hurry. DeQuasi had a great week last week. Simpson is very strong out there. And we have an injured player on the field right now. I believe it's Arthur Atkins. Here are the defensive backs. And we have play stopped by the injured Sooner at the 45-yard line. Arthur Atkins, who is a senior out of Houston, Texas, the right tackle on the defensive unit. It'll be second down and about 10. They got just a little bit on that last play. A spread formation is Jason Mills out of the shotgun, takes the snap, now pitches forward to the halfback coming in. That's Bo Harrison, and he gets up to about the midfield stripe and crosses into Oklahoma territory at the 49.
You know what?
Brought down by Ivy, the middle linebacker, number 43. Mills on the quarterback draw has the first down and more inside the 40-yard line of the Sooners to almost the 38-yard line. Another first down. Broderick Simpson, number 51, the weak side linebacker from Hillcrest High School in Dallas. Redwine is to the near side. Mills throwing on the run, completing it to Smith, number 9, and Smith has another first down inside the Oklahoma 25-yard line, but a flag was dropped back on the 40, and that probably indicates a holding penalty against UNT. No score, first quarter.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty, spot of the foul, repeat second down.
Way wide to the right. There are no running backs on third down and about 20. The ball inside the 50 in Oklahoma territory. Jason Mills throwing, Vertus McKinney catching, and he is down to the 39, way short of a first down. Broderick Simpson, the weak side linebacker from Dallas Hillcrest, on the tackle, and so that stops the drive with a 4th down and 11 coming up. Average will punt for the first time today, and P.J. Mills, number 4, single safety, booms it high, and Mills is going to let it go. I thought he was going to let it go into the end zone, but didn't go. And so the ball is down by North Texas at about the 1-yard line. Chuck Langston over the ball. Eric Moore, the quarterback, fumbles in the end zone. It's pitched out and recovered by UNT. They're calling it a safety, however.
You cannot do that once the ball is down. You cannot push it out like that. But you know, Merle, we get a second chance, and they're kicking from the 20-yard line now.
And a safety as a result of the fumble.
Last week.
And that's phenomenal, and that's a tribute to this university and what they've done.
Brian Lewis will punt. And he will give him a prime candidate for the pros. It'll give him an extra spot on the roster. Here's a little squib kick going up and out of bounds about the 48-yard line. Boy, what happened on that one?
Well, I think he was a little shaky on that one.
Somehow he shanked that ball.
He really did.
And it turned out to be nothing more than a squib kick. Third down. Mills. We may see a flag, and we will.
Pass interference penalty.
And that was the rover back, Rod Henderson, number 17, who got all tied up with Brian Waters, number 40.
It looked like he had him beaten. Jones is signaling that it's an offensive push-off. Here's the quarterback, Mills, throwing the ball, and yeah, he does push off. Number 40 pushes off. The tight end pushes off there. That is a...
yes, he did.
There's no question about that. Very good call by the official.
Decline, 4th down.
But see, Oklahoma with the knee injury. He has been replaced by Greg Kelly. The pass completed. Brian Waters, tight end, inside the 45 in Oklahoma territory to near the 42-yard line. Fumble. Mills went after it. I believe Mills came up with it. But he fumbled and recovered back on his own 43.
Well, Jones is one half a sack away from being the all-time leader in sacks. Recover the ball, I should say.
4th down, 22. Going to punt and does. And downfield, P.J. Mills takes it on his own 1-yard line. And breaks it. Can't break a tackle. He almost broke that tackle to get to the near sideline at about the 4, and he was brought down real quick like by Littlejohn.
Well, Howard is going to have something to say to the receiver on this play, because you usually stand at the 10-yard line and don't back up. You hope it's going to go into the end zone. Again, this gives the Eagles great field position, and this is what you need.
Wide left, shotgun. Al in the end zone, throwing, incomplete. Had the man open, Gerald Moore, for what would have been a first down, but the pass kind of floated, was a little bit high, and the wind is coming out of the south, which makes it tough for the kicker. And let's see if he gets it out. There he does. They nailed the kicker, and the flag goes down. So Oklahoma's going to keep the football. They went for the block in the end zone.
Well, Merle, this is an interesting call here now. Is it roughing the kicker or running into the kicker? It was a premeditated call.
Roughing the kicker. First down.
Oklahoma still in possession. Naked reverse going the other way with the quarterback going out of bounds somewhere around the 35, 36-yard line, and that probably is good enough for a first down. Marcellus Hill, 45, and Willis Hudson, 56, ran 8. Eric Moore. Complete over the middle to the tight end, Stephen Alexander. Short of a first down, however, at about the 42, maybe the 43. Brett Renfro.
It's about 3rd and 2, I think is what it is.
Tailback. Well, I'll tell you, the running game for Oklahoma is not working at all.
And they ran to the left side, which is Stamps' side, who's probably their best offensive lineman. The Eagles are playing very, very good on defense.
Lose it.
That's experience starting to show a little bit.
Jason, quarterback draw. Oh, good read there by the defensive lineman for Oklahoma. And maybe a yard, but that's all on that play. Sterling Lucky, 56, who is a junior from Harvey, Illinois, on the tackle. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mills swings it to Harrison, and that doesn't work either.
Merle, do you take a timeout here to punt with the wind?
Harry Calvin out of a shotgun, hit behind the line, breaks the tackle, but still can't get away from the white shirts, led by, guess who? Willis Hudson, number 56. And also Anthony Colvin. Let's take a look at the GTE first quarter statistics.
Merle, I don't know of a time that we've played that we've had time of possession in our favor.
3rd and 7. Mills under a rush, gets tackled for a loss at the 31.
That was a coverage sack right there because everybody was covered. There just was no place for him to throw it, and rather than throw it like he has been in some games and get good field position for the opponents, he held on to it, and hopefully we can get another good punt out of Toby Goins.
On his neck right now. It is 2nd down 12 for Oklahoma's resume play. Eric Moore.
Willis Hudson again.
I'll tell you.
Willis Hudson made the sack here.
This defensive unit has just been phenomenal. Another 13, this time a 13-yard loss. I started to say another loss, but this one was a big one. Shotgun.
they really have the matchup they want over on the left side.
Quarterback draw, flags go down. Loss on the play.
McGee is a quarterback that went to junior college. He's a Tulsa native, and he came in here last year and he set all kinds of records. He did a great job as a quarterback. He threw and completed a bunch of passes, had a lot of yardage, and can make things happen.
NT leading on the safety, 2-0. McGee pitches. Carried by Allen. Allen a first down, about 11. Brought down by Calvin Davis, 37, and Willis Hudson, 56. First down and 10, 7:34 to go. Here comes the pitch again, and here comes Allen again. This time, or rather Moore. And this time, the defense stops him after a 5-yard pickup by Anthony Coleman, number 60, and Calvin Davis, 37. Tailback.
Merle,
Close to a first down.
What you're going to see now, Merle, is I think that they're going to probably abandon their passing game and just try to get some points on the board by running the ball.
Once the end's in tight, third down and short, double tight end. Going to be close, but there's a flag on the play as Gerald Moore tried to run behind Carollo. And Sterling Guest, number 5, the junior linebacker, and Moji Gibson, 49, the junior weak side cornerback.
Rule they put in this year.
Offside against UNT, and that'll be a first down for the Sooners. First down. Pass completed. McDaniel. First down on the 25. Calvin Davis made the tackle. Almost 5. Shotgun. McGee gonna run. First down and more. Touchdown McGee.
Quarterback draw. That's a tough play because both backs released out of the backfield in a particular play. Both backs release outside. Somebody makes a very, very good block on 48, the defensive tackle, and it's an easy touchdown. Garrett McGee, they'll probably try to run some kind of a roll right and a switch pattern over on that side. No, I guess not.
McGee looking, throwing, wide open is P.J. Mills for the 2-point conversion.
Tough pattern to cover.
And we'll be back after these messages from your local station. Had to watch the Sooners go 68 yards on 8 plays in 3 minutes and 55 seconds. And McGee really put some spark into this offense, Gil.
Oh, he really does. And as we talked to Howard yesterday, he felt McGee was a senior, and he felt that number 1 had just a better chance of playing in the long haul here at Oklahoma.
Jason Mills is the quarterback. Wide outs to each side in the slot right. Bo Harrison stopped on the 20. No gain. Left. Mills pursued, brought down by Rod Manuel. Play, big one for the defense. Very important now for the Eagles. That pitch to Harrison, incomplete pass. It is.
Incomplete pass.
Exactly. That pitch forward is nothing more than a forward pass.
That's what they call the old Utah shuffle pass, and what it does is it's a very, very good play in that type of a situation because they've got 5 defensive backs on the field, and they just try to get you going forward. And
they snapped that ball through the end zone, but it's going to be a penalty.
It's going to be a safety, I believe.
Well, wait a minute, though. No, I don't think that can be a play because Oklahoma was not on the field. They had no punter back there even.
Well, Merle,
or is it?
What happened is it looks like the punter didn't come on the field, and they just had 10 men on the field is what it amounts to.
Much confusion going on.
I counted them as they came out, and they finally had 10 on the field. But Toby, I think, just didn't realize it was 4th down and didn't get on the field. You know, what safety, maybe you see one, and here we see 4 in 2 games.
This is a rolling kick that's going to be fielded on the 35 by Oklahoma and covered by the Eagles downfield with the special teams at the 45-yard line, so the Sooners still have pretty good position. Terry Watson, number 29, downfield on the coverage. He is the quarterback. First down on the 45. The pitch now.
Here's the throwback.
Coming to...
It's a lateral.
It finally comes back to McGee, and McGee is chased out of bounds. Guess where? At the line of scrimmage. To go in the first half. This time it is Allen trying to break to the outside, lost the football, and UNT has it. Calvin Davis, 37, and Lorenzo Washington on the hit, and UNT has the football. Oklahoma is spotting the Sooners for it. Here is Redwine, and Redwine on the way, 35-30, may go the distance, 10, 5, he is in, touchdown! Flag at the end of the play.
Automatically ejected from the game. Merle, you know, you talked about Bob Stevens. Bob is an old friend of mine. We used to go to the NCAA basketball tournaments together. And was a very good basketball coach, incidentally.
The shotgun.
It's going to be a blitz here is what it's going to be.
Pitch to Harrison. Got the 2.
They caught him in a blitz. The backer on that side blitzed, and they pitched it, and it was good for 2. It's a tie game.
In motion is Alexander, sets now as the tight end right. Defense makes the adjustment, and up the middle comes number 7, Gerald Moore, who almost broke it. And Willis Hudson, 56, yanks him down to the 30-yard line after a pickup of 10. McGee almost intercepted, but did a great catch. A terrific catch by Stephen Alexander off the hands of Calvin Davis, who that ball he possibly would be in the end zone.
Is Calvin Davis steps in front of the ball, and it goes up in the air, and great concentration by Alexander. He's falling backwards, and yet he catches the ball for an 18-yard gain. Big play.
Minute 17 to go, just shy of the midfield stripe. Oklahoma back to the run. And the tackle not made, and it should have been made, and Allen gets out of the trap there and gets all the way to the 32-yard line before Calvin Davis can bring him down. It's another first down for Oklahoma, and they spot the ball at the 31 with 1:09 to go in the first half.
Quarterback was hurt.
Second down on the 27. McGee fakes, throws, end zone, has the receiver out there. Flag goes down in the end zone.
They're running a post pattern is what they're doing, and if you see the ball is way overthrown here, the ball actually lands in the end of the end zone, and that play is supposed to be if it's an uncatchable ball. Penalty period.
On the defense, 15 yards, previous spot, first down.
They are going to go to the shotgun. Here's McGee being chased, throwing, being caught by Gerald Moore, the running back who came out of the backfield. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. It is saying 1, but our charts show none remaining. Second down with McGee. Time to throw, throws, touchdown by Alexander.
That's the tight end again.
Kicks it through.
You know, Stephen Alexander made a big play in that drive where he caught that tip pass and kept the drive alive. So it was a little bit of luck in that play, but also a very good play calling by Howard and his staff. Garrick McGee looked him off real well. Here comes the tight end across, and he just can't cover. They just can't quite get there to make the play. Washington, who's a strong safety. And
Thank you very much, Merrill. Coach, you're in a great position coming in at halftime. Any adjustments you'll be making?
Well, one, we better get everybody out that's supposed to be out on a punt team. I'm embarrassed about that. The dadgum kids stand on sidelines so noisy, you know, you can't hear us yell, and we're trying to get a timeout. Kids didn't hear it. It was a stupid mistake. That's the only thing I'm really upset about.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back up to you, Merrill.
All right, Ed. Well, we know one thing for sure. That was not a planned play.
No, I tell you what, that's going to be an embarrassment to that young kicker who's done such a good job. But you know what may have happened, and you notice that the Oklahoma people were late getting on. The sideline marker may have said third down is what may have happened.
Could have been.
And
we're at halftime, and the Oklahoma Sooners lead the UNT Eagles by a score of 17-10. And we'll be back. 3 wideouts. Third down. Doesn't go with Bo Harrison, the running back. An inside handoff for about a yard or so. And quarterback is Eric Moore, who started the game for the Sooners. Here comes that handoff on a fake pitch wide, and then goes to the one back remaining, and that's Gerald Moore up the middle, brought down by Calvin Davis, number 37. Wideouts to each side. Eric Moore, the freshman from Carter High School in Dallas, running the Sooners. This time it is Moore who breaks into the middle, breaking tackles, and finally pulled down by Calvin Davis. But this time he gets big-time yardage.
It's real strong running. Good block by Allen, and he just breaks tackles, and then instead of trying to tackle him, they try to tackle the ball, which everybody's doing, and when you try to...
4 yards picked up on the play. Tailback, no hold, cuts, and then comes back up the middle inside the 30 to the 29. That's James Allen. Lorenzo Washington, 39, the senior from Marshall, Texas, on the stop along with Sterling Guest, and Guest is down.
At your back in the fourth quarter, and if you can keep it close, you got a chance.
Oklahoma leading by 7 here in the third quarter over the UNT Eagles. This time Moore is going to run the ball himself, getting to the outside, and is knocked out of bounds at about the 16-yard line by Calvin Davis, but he has a first down. Third down. Shotgun. Allen under a blitz and throws to the end zone, incomplete. Steven Alexander, who had caught a touchdown pass right before the first half ended, hits the deck, shaken up a little bit. Calvin Davis, number 37, had the coverage. If he makes it. From the 20, add 10 for the end zone. And it's good. So a 30-yard field goal puts 3 more on the scoreboard for the Sooners, who now lead by a score of 20-10 with 10:16 to go in the third quarter. 10:16 to go in the third quarter, and the scoring drive, 8 plays, 47 yards with a 30-yard field goal by Alexander.
You know, Merle, one of the things we talked about in the pregame show was return yardage. You know, last week against Oregon State, there were 3 kick returns for about 155 yards.
To each side. Mills on the pitch. Harrison trying to get to the outside, can't do it. That Oklahoma speed starts to come through, and the Roverback, Rod Henderson, number 17, chased him across the field along with DeQuazy all the way to the left. No running back for Jason Mills. Intercepted on the 36-yard line by Bush. Larry Bush up in the air to pull it down, and is brought down immediately at the 35.
He's trying to hit the wide receiver out here, and Bush just backs off into the play and makes the interception here.
Jason trying to split those two. Has been on the field most of the third quarter. Jason Mills hit behind the line, thrown inside the 10 by Tanner, number 92, the junior Texan. What else? So a long loss takes the ball back to the 10-yard line, where the interesting stat here. Rushing, UNT minus 27. Oklahoma 168. Stick around after the game. Second down coming up. 8. Eric Moore complete. 30-yard line, 20-yard line. That's P.J. Mills, and Mills is going to go on in for the touchdown. $49.
What that was, it was a crossing route. Mills came from right to left. Out here to the right, he crosses across, comes across, and makes a very good catch here. This young man has got a lot of ability. I watched him 4 years ago in his first game, and he caught a touchdown pass in the first game that he played. He's out of Enid, Oklahoma.
Ellenberger a moment ago. We'll come back and talk about his demeanor on the sideline a little bit when we return. Sooners lead by 17.
Thank you very much, Merle. Well, the sternum was been hurting Jason Mills a bit too much. The freshman is going to be coming in, redshirt freshman Josh Gully, to take over at quarterback. Merle, back up to you.
All right, Ed, good report. First down. After that kickoff going into the end zone, and Gill, they continue to kick the ball out, especially from south to north. Gully looks to throw and completes it to Redwine to about the 28. Gully goes to the run. Bo Harrison to the 30, maybe 31. 9 wideouts to the left. Gully to throw, and does throw, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted.
Racquetball and so forth, and if he does that, I think he has a chance to be a pretty good quarterback.
Slot left, third down, 10 yards to go. Shotgun.
Smart play.
Yep, to Bo Harrison. Doesn't go very far, but that little inside handoff on the delay or draw, more of a delay than. Goen is back to do the punt and falls on the ball, and it's taken loose from him, and the Sooners may have recovered it on a fumble. They did. Goen couldn't get control of it. A high snap from center.
There's been only one first down in the third quarter.
Eric Moore at quarterback. That's Gerald Moore. Moore knocked down at about the 1 yard line by Avery Wright, number 36. Touchdown. Gerald Moore, who took it to the 1, takes it on in, number 7, and the Sooners put another 6 on the board.
That was a quick 6, I'll tell you that. 2 plays and they score, but you know, it's just tough keeping that defense out there all the time.
And OU scored with just seconds to go in the first half. But this third quarter has belonged to the Sooners. Gully under pressure, Gully going down again. Guess who? Cedric Jones, 57, the lead tackler, and is assisted by Kelly Gregg, number 97, who replaced Arthur Atkins at the right tackle spot. Oklahoma. Minute 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Hangs it high. Going to come down around the midfield stripe. Fair catch call for. Dropped by P.J. Mills. He covers it immediately.
Mills signaled for the fair catch.
7. Look at this rushing yardage.
Well, you can see what's going on here today. That minus 51 yards rushing, which is close to a record today.
They stopped Kansas State back in 1986 with 52 yards rushing. All right, Eric Moore is going for it all, has a receiver wide open, and it is Terrence Brown who comes down on the 5-yard line.
Here's Terrence Brown. He's got great speed, and he just runs right by the corner is what happens here, and he makes a nice catch, lays out there and catches the ball very well. Then loses his balance and falls down, and he's saying, "My gosh, what happened? I beat the corner and then I fall down."
Next year.
No question about it.
Great block to keep Moore from going down for a loss. A flag on the play as he is
called a clip.
Out of bounds on about the 1 yard line. Into the north end zone. We'll come on with another play.
Sterling Gillespie trying to go back in the game.
James Patterson is now in as a linebacker. And a shotgun with Eric Moore. Moore throws it incomplete. Intended for Michael Rose, the fullback. But the clock is about to get him. Play clock. Throws to the end zone. Overthrows. Boy, that Moore just barely got that snap in time. Jawan Penny, 89, was the target. If he makes it. And he is accurate. A 28-yard field goal by Jeremy Alexander.
Oklahoma 37, North Texas 10.
And it's now 37-10, Oklahoma.
Alexander will be the next Uwe von Schumann that kicked up here and kicked so well for a long time.
Got the GTE stats through the third quarter.
What's happened here is the time of possession's been pretty even, but the rushing yards has just been an absolute one-way street. And when you're minus anything in rushing and have some turnovers, you're not going to win many games. So it's a credit that they stayed in the Eagles.
2nd and 9. Doesn't go anyplace. Comer, who replaced Bo Harrison, brought down by Martin Chase. There it is, 37-10 Oklahoma. Sooners ball, first down, 28-yard line. Eric Moore, the quarterback. Moore breaking tackles. That's Gerald Moore. Across midfield to the 48-yard line. Hudson finally got him down. Shotgun. Harry Davis, low snap. Now he runs. Now he stops.
Justin Ray made a great play that time, the middle linebacker.
He occupied 2 people there.
Well, I think that it was a quarterback draw play, because if you notice, both backs remained in there to block.
Josh Gully quarterbacking, throwing, blocked at the line of scrimmage, and did he try to catch that ball? Did it break loose? Is it fumbled? The ball is apparently live.
93, a defensive player apparently batted the ball up in the air and caught it.
Martin Chase.
Right.
That ball was being battered all over the place.
And it's a lineman's delight to intercept the ball or to run with the ball. I'll tell you, all of a sudden they think they're fullbacks out there. And this guy thinks he's a halfback with all these fancy steps he's putting on here.
That was Manuel who got his hand on the ball. Mother in the shotgun. Moore, or rather McGee. Touchdown to James Allen.
That's just the back cutting out there. They do it 2 ways. They block or they have the back cut out. Here we see a shotgun formation. Here's the back. He just checks, comes out of there. They got a blitz on is what they have, a corner blitz, and he catches it and runs it in for a touchdown. James Allen from Wynnewood, Oklahoma.
We want to build a program that is consistent with the big guys that we're playing. That pass complete to the 40-yard line. And it's Mike Boone, who's from Queen City, Texas. Wendell Davis, number 28, the coverage after a 16-yard pickup.
That's a confidence builder for Gully right there.
Yep.
That's his first big pass that he's hit. He's hit a lot of those little dinks and dunks, but this was about a 20-yard pass, and that was a good play there.
First down on the 40 out of UNT. Nice little drive going here for the Eagles. They don't make it on that one, however, as Mason was brought down by Broderick Simpson. Back to do the punting. Sends it downfield to P.J. Mills, who's going to let it roll toward the end zone, but it is going to be downed at about
something like this.
McGee is now the quarterback as Frazier runs in the end zone and is brought down almost in the end zone. Philip Armour, number 67, made the tackle. Loss at his second down and 13. A little pop up the middle, trying to get some daylight from Michael Rose, number 20, the fullback.
Merle, you don't think they're going to get back in that shotgun and try to pass from here, do you?
Sunday is wide to the left now for Oklahoma. As goes the chase. Frazier going to go all the way.
95-yard run. 96-yard run.
Four minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the ball game, and we'll return right after this second half. And with 4 minutes plus to go, 51-10 Oklahoma. With this
Here's
big
the play.
run.
It's kind of a counter sweep right, and no, it isn't either. He actually breaks it outside. I think it was a play meant to be run inside, and he just broke it to the outside is what he did, and it's a foot race, and he runs away from Washington. Washington
This
just...
kickoff will be returned from 2 yards deep in the end zone by Tubby Coleman. And Coleman breaking tackles coming to the near side at the 25, the 30, 35, and out of bounds at about the 40-yard line and the flag.
They got it. They got it. It was a late hit. They hit him out of bounds. 42-yard return on that kick.
Was leading 51-10 after leading at the half by 17-10.
There's that Utah shuffle pass again.
Just got it away. Mason was on the receiving end, but it goes for a loss. Seen the way modern-day coaches pull some of those things out from years ago. Gully going long, and it is incomplete to Coylan Grimes, number 85.
Now, there was a well-thrown pass. That was a very, very well-thrown pass.
They alternated in the SMU game. Both played just about equal time, as I recall.
Yeah, they did, and really their stats were pretty much equal coming into this game. They didn't have a very good completion percentage.
Minutes, 35 seconds left to play in the game. That is Rose, brought down by Hill. Should be enough for a first down for Oklahoma. And they've shut out the Eagles since then, and the Sooners have marched on to 51 points. That's Rose. Rose to the 32.
Point.
Pilot point. Up the middle comes Rose. Terry Watson, 29, the strong safety, brought him down, but he gets to midfield.
It's one of those good East Texas towns.
Oklahoma in possession at midfield. The dive straight ahead. I believe that's Bizzanti again.
Tomorrow, I think they'll see that no one quit, and that's what they care about.
Oklahoma runs the ball again. With Keith Sparks, number 29, and Justin Ray, the middle linebacker from Cleburne, makes the tackle for UNT, and we have 24 seconds left. They've been undefeated in their pre-Big 8 schedule.
Right, they start for real next Saturday night here at Owen Field. Should be a great game. Two very good teams.
So the Sooners, who led by only 17-10 at the half, win this game by a score of 51-10. The lone UNT touchdown scored by Troy Redwine on a 54-yard pass and run from Jason Mills in the second quarter.
Well, that's 4 touchdown passes in 2 weeks for Troy Redwine. That's pretty good production, is what it is.
All right, let's go down to Ed Budinero. Ed?
Thank you very much, Merle. With Coach Matt Simon. And Matt, this bye week coming up couldn't probably come at a better time. You got a lot of nicks and bruises, a lot of guys banged up. What will the rest do for you, give you a chance to regroup?
Well, hopefully it will. Hopefully we'll get some of the players back. You know, we came in this game with down six starters, and we nicked up a couple of more. So we've got some work to do.
Matt, appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good trip back. Back up to you, Merle. Yep.
So the final score of the Sooners 51 and the Eagles 10. And we'll be back after these messages coming up from your local station.